All right. Favorite coach and entrepreneur, Coach Chris. So, rest day. So, what am I going to do on my rest day? Well, for the gym today, I'm experimenting with enhancing my recovery. So I'm hitting the sauna. So I'm going to hit the sauna for 2 30-minute sessions and stretch in between. Always stretching, always trying to enhance my recovery. Not trying to damage muscle, but I do believe, I theorize in my training that the more stretching, the more you can activate muscles, the more hypertrophy you can then elicit when it's time to train them. Now, the last 2 or 3 days, I have done a lot of volume. I'm talking hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dips, hundreds of pull-ups, hundreds of crunches, presses, curls, traps, extensions, everything. So my body today needs a rest. So I believe in the accumulation of volume as the stimulus, and then giving your body adequate time to super compensate for muscle growth. Now, what that means is, on days that I'm training, okay, for you guys who are curious about this, I'm talking out loud about muscle growth and theories that I have that I'm putting to practice. So one of those theories is high frequency and high volume, okay? I think that when you ramp up your volume for periods of time where you push up the volume, you can get your body to get used to a certain amount of volume, like 10 sets of 10, right? 20 sets. Destroying that muscle with volume less often and giving it more time to grow versus higher frequency where you train the muscle group 2 or 3 times a week. I do believe that enhances muscle protein synthesis, but I don't think that the damage is enough to allow for super compensation. So what I mean is, if I'm going to destroy my arms on one day versus spreading out arms every few days, I get what people are thinking, but when you kill a muscle with volume, specifically with volume, now keep in mind, I don't have to go do a sport to where I have to use my muscle the next day, right? So if I was training an athlete, I wouldn't want them to train this way, because if I train an athlete this way, they're going to be too sore to train their sport. But if I want my chest to grow, I'm telling you, if I go in there and I beat the hell out of my chest and I do 20 or 30 sets and I do 100 dips and I just pump and knock the hell out of that chest, and I give that sucker, like, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 days to grow, then in that sense, I feel like my chest gets bigger, because it feels like the damage, the swelling, and then the super compensation. And I think when training for hypertrophy, getting more volume to engorge your muscles is more important than the actual output itself. I do not think that bodybuilding is necessarily about the external load. Thanks for the thumbs up. Thank you for that. Now, I'm not saying not to lift heavy, because there are periods of time where I'll take a couple weeks and I'll do nothing but 5s and 2s and 3s, but I feel like that trains my nervous system more than it does my actual muscle. So the question is, if I'm trying to be a succulent, thick, like not just huge, but just have those, I want my arms and chest and back to have that full look and have that fullness. I really think it's more about the volume, man. And I don't think training twice a week, if you know how to train. Guys, shout in the comments if you like this. I got to go. In 20 minutes, I have an appointment for a dry sauna. So my rest day. Thanks for the thumbs up. But it's something that, and if you guys like to lift weights, let me know what you think. I'm convinced, and I've been training for a while, and I think about this a lot. I don't know if the external load is as important in muscle building as tension. I think that if you use less weight but push proper tension and really volumize a muscle, I think it elicits more hypertrophy. Now, I'm not saying that's going to make you stronger. I'm not saying it's going to make you a better athlete. But what I am saying is it's going to make you bigger. And if you're training to look bigger and look better, that's a difference. Now, I do think with the way I train, I do athletic movements. Like I try to do handstands against the wall. I do upside down pull-ups. I do athletic movements for, instead of just doing like reps for holds. And I do that as my cardio. So next time, but I do cardio too on the stepper. If you guys watch me, I know I train like every day. Like I don't take a lot of rest days because I'm ADHD. But even today on my rest day, I'm gonna go to the sauna. And I'm experimenting with the sauna for increased recovery. Guys, this is Mind, Music, and Muscle. Hope you're having a great day. Put something down in the chat. Let me know what's going on. Yeah, let me know if you enjoy some of the flexing from time to time. Again, I like to build muscle. I kind of like natural bodybuilding, right? I think it's kind of fun. I think the saunas are cool. And I think that today, as sore, my body's very inflamed. And I did slam down. I think my breakfast was like 55, 60 grams of protein. Kind of went lower on the carbs for
a ton. Well, eat as much as you can. Definitely don't skip on the. What are some tips of what to do on a rest day?
Yo, what's up? Okay. You guys enjoying the bulk that I'm doing? I hope so. Don't forget, for all you guys, any of you guys that are around the state of Georgia that come into my chat, do not forget that we have a new gym opening up called One Life in Macon. I hope that some of you guys will come and have a talk with me. Maybe hire me as a trainer. That'd be cool. Maybe not. Maybe you need help on nutrition, these things. Come talk to me at the gym in One Life. And it's going to be in Macon, Georgia. And I'll be training there. So you guys let me know. All right, so our sauna session is going to start in about 15 minutes. So look at some of my other videos. I have different spots where I do my my vlogs and all that. But essentially, I'm trying to get on here as often as I can. I like to talk to you about any type of building muscle or nutrition. Love to talk about that. Like to talk about philosophy. World religions is kind of fun, and I like music and music theory. So you've got me for a few minutes before I go into the sauna. So my question to you is, if you're in the chat, and if you're skinny or if you're fat, or if you're someone who likes to train, what do you do? Do you like to train, or do you not train? I'd like to pick your brains, guys, and just kind of talk to you, because I am a coach. It's kind of what I do. And to me, it's really fun. I like this stuff. Kind of think of me as Professor Muscle. Just kidding, not Professor Muscle, because I'm not that large. But I have made dramatic improvements to my physique. I'll give you that. No, the main thing is, I like to just come live to let you guys know there's someone out here who actually help you with the lives and actually care for you. All that good stuff. But our sauna session is going to start in 13 minutes. So we're going to get in there and probably, here in a few minutes, we're going to go inside the sauna. I've got my appointment in there in 13 minutes, which is good because I like the sauna.